Hello everyone, this is a New Gaming Studios Guide, and I am Nathias Monzel. Today we are playing Dungeon Defenders. I am currently on a level 10 summoner. This is my first hero in Dungeon Defenders. I just downloaded the game this morning. For anyone who's new to Dungeon Defenders, it's a turret defense game, but as you can see, it's a very zoomed in view right over the shoulder of your hero. You do also have your own character instead of just being kind of a god figure that places the turrets. And most heroes have their own attacks they can do besides placing their defenses, and some are more focused on defenses, some are more focused on their attacks. The summoner here is actually, I believe, unique in the fact that he has no attacks of his own. He's completely reliant on his defenses. So he is more of a callback to the more traditional turret defense games. And you can see my defenses right here. Right now I have these little archer minions set up. And you can see these areas where they have the little pictures of them with the purple on the floor. That's where the monsters will be coming from. And I've tried to just cut off all the paths to these crystals that you saw at the beginning. Right there's one. The point of the game is to keep your crystals alive in each level through multiple waves. And you can see for some reason here it started me off on wave 3. I don't know if that's just how the game works or if it's a glitch or what. But so I checked that hall, everything looks good there. This is another of the summoner's unique abilities. I get to look down from that old school top down perspective, and it's just more tactical. I kind of get to see more of the field at once, get to make sure that I haven't left any holes in my defenses. And you see at the bottom left, the red half the diamond is my health. The what would be blue half the diamond is the mana. And right above that is something that's summoner specific. It's how many minions I have versus how many minions I can place. Think like RTS, your food supply. And you can see these archers are really just tearing through everything. My crystal takes a little bit of damage, but after each wave the crystal's health gets regenerated, so it's not a big deal. I started throwing down an archer minion, but it's kind of just out of panic because the round ends before I even get a chance to summon it. And there you go. That's the first wave over. That was pretty easy. So I've cut out some of the build time here, just to give you a little bit shorter video, because I do spend a lot of time trying to place things in specific locations and making sure I have everything right. But I am going to pull out before we start the combat phase and just show you what I've changed, what we've done different. So I've added a few more guys on this side. That big one right there, you can't really see it well here, but the blue one is an orc. And they're basically giant tanks, and he's actually blocking off that hallway. You see this guy at the top of the stairs here is going to shoot down in that room. Got some guys defending this crystal here just in case something else misses. All these guys defending that crystal. Everything's pretty simple at this stage, really. Just a couple orcs on the field. I think there's another orc right above us. Yeah, there he is. He's blocking off that hallway, so those two archers just are never going to get killed basically unless the orc dies, and it's really hard to kill an orc. They got a lot of health, and almost all of my talent points are into minion health and damage, so they're really tanky and they're hitting hard. And like I said, this is only a level 10 character, so right now I only have archers, my orc tanks, and spiders that I don't actually use very often. Later on you do get more summons. And I'm looking forward to seeing if they kind of make the archers relevant at some point, or if these guys stay a staple throughout, because right now they are really strong. They're one-shotting most enemies. So I'm checking this guy here, making sure that he doesn't die, and I see they're kind of starting to get through a little bit. So this is the other summoner unique ability. It's called phase shift. Basically, while I'm in my phase shift, I can't be attacked or interrupted or damaged or anything like that, but I also can't pick up mana or items, so it's kind of a trade-off. If I go into phase shift, drop an archer down just to help defend this crystal, come back out of it, go pick up some mana, and there's wave complete. I mean, they're really doing everything for me though. Summoner is an extremely fun class to play just because it's so strategic, but it's not very hands-on if that's what you're looking for. Alright guys, here we are at the beginning of wave 5. I think I've added a few more orcs around the field. Yeah, and see there's one blocking off that hallway now. Added another archer right there to just kind of help that orc out. That orc's still just blocking off that hallway so nothing can get through there. I don't even think he took damage, honestly, that entire wave. He pretty much just killed everything that came out of that door with no problem. A few more archers thrown down. You see I'm at 84 out of 85. Archers actually take up 4 supply, so I actually don't have room to throw anything else down right now. I gotta wait on something to die or sell something. So, nothing hugely changed. Just added a bit more defense in places I felt were weak. Start the combat phase. This room I'm a little bit worried about. I've only got those 2 archers shooting down into it, and I'm kind of just relying on them being able to kill anything that comes up before the things coming up kill them. And I'm hoping that work out. You see this orc here? I've kind of done like a, I think StarCraft 2 Protoss wall in, using him alongside those boxes there at the top of that staircase. And those boxes are making this a lot easier. And you see the red bar at the top right that says 76 out of 172 right now. That's the number of monsters I've killed out of the total number of monsters this wave. And you can see we're going through this pretty fast. The archers are just, like I said before, just doing so much damage. A few guys getting in, getting some shots in on the crystal, but it's nothing too big right now, nothing to worry about. Where they're coming from right now is the hallway that I said I was a little bit worried about, so those archers weren't able to clean up. I don't think those archers actually died. They just weren't able to hold aggro on those monsters for very long. And you see that archer right there? He's taking a beating. Like, they are pretty tanky. It's pretty surprising. Right now I'm just making sure he doesn't die. Repair him if I need to. No, he's fine. And this is a good lesson for anyone who's going to be playing a summoner. You can see there's one more enemy left. He's not dying. I can't find it. I'm looking all around. I'm thinking maybe he's in this room over here. So do be careful about how you push units. Just be aware that this kind of thing can happen. I heard it right there, and so I come over to look, and yeah, my orc is out of range of the archer, and the archer is not coming any further forward. And this is the first time I've really had to take control of my units, so I'm kind of panicking a little bit. I don't really know how to do this. So I try to attack, it doesn't work. I try to select this guy, I'm like, no. I go back to my archer. I'm like, man, my orc is gonna die because I'm too freaking dumb to figure this out. Eventually I decide follow me. Just start with getting him closer to the enemy, then we'll work on him attacking the enemy. And I'm just saying, this is just painful. Just watching my tank take damage over and over again, just standing there, not doing anything. And the elves are pretty slow. I think I actually have a little bit of a bonus to minion speed movement, so you can tell. The archer comes over and immediately starts shooting the corner of the wall. So I'm like, oh my god, this is just not working out. So I'm still trying to select him, still trying to get him over there. This is taking a long time. There we go, just attack target. You can see he just walks up and one-shots it. After all that time, he just one-shots it. So here we finally are to wave 6. I repaired everything that took damage, especially the ogre down there. I've left the archer that I brought over. I just kind of left him there to help him out in case that happens again. I have upgraded a couple of the ogres, just make them a little bit tankier, make them a little bit stronger. I think the archer that I drug over to that ogre, I upgraded as well. And I threw an ogre down in that hallway to help block that place off, because that is where they've come through 2 times now. So I decided that was a good place to put an ogre. And you can see right off the bat, we're all ready to, there you go, at the 50. Enemies down. These guys kind of just chilling, waiting on something to do. And this hallway right here, this just turned out to be a beautiful hallway. Like, no one ever got past that ogre. That thing is so good at blocking off hallways. Gonna come check back up here and make sure there's no archer hitting my ogre again. No, right now they're pretty much just tearing through things. No real reason to come out of phase shift. No point in taking needless damage. There's actually a bonus at the end of each wave. If your hero doesn't take any damage that wave, you get a bonus to your score. And the summoner is probably the only champion it's going to happen with. Maybe like a ranger or someone that's like pretty long range. But if you're going for that, the summoner is definitely the best one. And you can see here a very great aspect of the summoner. I phase shift, and I can walk up and heal my minions. So I see this guy was about to die, I come up, and I just repair. And since I'm phase shifted, they can't interrupt me. And I can just heal him through that entire gate that was right there. He was almost dead, and by the end of that fight, he was at full health. And the summoner is just so strong in that regard. And the summoner actually has a heal that I forgot about, that I believe heals all of your minions at one time. I don't know if it's in an area or if it's global. But either way, that would have been pretty nice. And you see right there, a little bit of damage, but it was only the very tail end of that gateway that managed to break through the ogre. Oh no, it's actually not an ogre there, it's still just the two archers. So yeah, those two archers cleaned up pretty nice. One of them died, but took out almost the entire wave. Here again, 2 people left. I've done it again. I can't find them, so I go out. There they are. Another ogre that's like just out of range of attacking the enemies. So I'm going to put an archer right there, and the ogre finally decides it's in range. Just one-shots both of them, so that's cool. So here we got wave 7, the final wave. Going into this wave, the only thing I did was I did end up putting an archer in that little cubby hole right there. Any orcs that weren't upgraded, I upgraded. I repaired everything. And I don't really think I added anything else right here. Just what we had was working, so decided to just go with it. I'm at 82 out of 85 supplies, so I gotta wait on something else to die or sell something before I can throw anything else down. Check this corner over here, everything's going good. Oh crap, Big Crystal is already under attack. We're only at 88 dead. That's not a good sign. So I'm looking around, and yep, that same hallway as always. I don't know why I didn't throw an ogre down there. That was a terrible decision on my part. But now you're going to get to see what it's like for a summoner to have to actually panic a little bit and have to actually play the game instead of just letting my minions do everything. So they're cleaning it up pretty nicely, but there's still a lot of enemies coming out of that gateway. And I'm waiting on something to die. I'm waiting on something to happen so I can throw something else down and protect that. And I decided finally I'm just going to go sell something. So this archer right here, he's not doing anything. Sell him, get some money back. I free up some minion space. And in the meantime, you can see what happened. Just complete chaos. And I accidentally come out of phase shift here. I just completely misclicked. Thankfully they didn't aggro onto me and just burst me down. So I'm just going to throw down that orc right there. I figure desperate times call for desperate measures. Just emergency orc. Oh, and the crystal's taking damage. It's taking a lot of damage. I'm not sure if that symbol's supposed to mean something. If it's something got missed in translation. I don't think it is. I think it's just some random runic symbol, but it looks vaguely like kanji. So I come out of phase shifts here, gather up some mana, pop back into it. I want to jump up here, and oh man, I'm starting to panic now. This is the first time that Crystal's ever really been in danger on my summoner, and I am panicking. And you see, the orc again, he's just out of range. It keeps happening to me. I've got to learn how to position this better. So I throw down an archer to help protect it, and I'm trying to figure out how to get this orc to move over and attack again. And then I noticed that the archer is pretty much just going to clean this up. So right now we're at 335 out of 356. Oh, and the other crystal gets attacked. So they finally broken through that ogre and archer up there. He was definitely worth the money that I put into him. He held off 4 waves of enemies now. So I come out of phase shift, I gather up the mana this round, go back into it. I'm going to throw down another archer right here at the foot of the stairs. And I have a hard time finding a place I can place him. Finally, he turns green, throw it down. 346 out of 356, only 10 left. And this crystal is still at almost full health, so this one's actually looking good. I think everything on the other side of the room is dead, so I'm really only focused here right now. I'm going to throw down another archer. Archers can shoot down into rooms or up to rooms to a certain distance. I don't know the exact height at which they fail to shoot, but I was very pleased to find out that they will shoot up and down. 355 out of 356. I'm figuring there's probably an ogre somewhere that's not doing something. So I made my way back to the side of the room, and yep, there it was. But the archer finally picked it up, and that's the end of the wave. That's the end of the level, actually. Level victory. Like I said, the summoner is level 10. I'll probably make a video every 5 to 6 levels, just kind of showing how he progresses. If there's any specific heroes that you guys want to see, just comment. I'm going to be playing this game a lot, and I want to try out like a bunch of different kinds of heroes, so I'm happy to try anything you guys want to see. Right here you see, just upgrading my abilities a little bit, to show you a little bit of how I've upgraded the summoner. I actually haven't looked up any guides to see if this is like the optimal way, but minion health, minion damage, minion attack speed, and minion range are the main things. The hero damage is kind of wasted. That was, I think, at level 1, accelerating the character. I've got a little bit of points in my own health, a little bit into my own damage, which is just misplaced, and 1 into casting speed. And you can see the pet I have right now. It gives me minion movement speed. That's minion health is the red one, and minion attack range bonus is the other one. So I think as I gear up more, that's really going to be all I focus on. It's just minion stats. My own stats aren't really doing anything. So far I really haven't taken much damage. I really haven't had to be very tanky or do anything like that. But this has been a fun video to make. I'm definitely going to make a lot more of them. Don't forget to comment, subscribe, and we'll see you guys soon.